how does a neutral region become one of the biggest victims of a war it did not enter? The Kurdistan region, all the parties of the region, the president of the region, prime minister and deputy prime minister have said this again and again. Kurdistan is neutral. Kurdistan is not part of this conflict. Not a single bullet has been fired from the Kurdistan region at Iran, and yet the Kurdistan region of Iraq has paid in blood. So far, 14 people have been martyred inside Iraqi Kurdistan by drones and missiles launched by Iran and by pro-Iranian militias inside Iraq. Think about that. A neutral region, one that has tried to be nothing but a bridge for peace, stability and dialogue, has lost more people than even the United States, the main military power in the war. The US has lost 13 people. The Kurdistan region, which is not even a party to this conflict, has lost 14 people. On March 24th, Iran fired 6 missiles at a Peshmerga base in Soran. 6 Peshmerga were martyred. 30 others were wounded. These were not fighters attacking Iran. They were not launching operations. They were not part of this war at all. They were resting in their base. And let us be very clear about one thing. The Peshmerga are a legitimate federal Iraqi military force. That is what makes this even more shocking. Iran has not directly attacked the militaries of any Gulf states, even those who are deeply involved in the conflict. The only non-American, non-Israeli military force whose base Iran struck directly was Peshmerga, a neighboring force that has posed no offensive threat in this war. And the attacks did not stop at military targets. Civilian homes in Erbil and Suleymaniye were also hit by drones. Hotels and crowded areas were among the targets. Even camps of Iranian Kurdish opposition groups, places where families live, were struck. Since the beginning of the war, the Kurdistan region has faced more than 460 drone and missile attacks. 460. That's about 15 attacks every single day. Exceptions happen. In 24 hours from 28th to 29th of March, Kurdistan was attacked 36 times. 36 times in 24 hours. And remember, the Kurdistan region is not a sovereign state. It does not control its own airspace, and no US bases in the Kurdistan region were used to launch attacks on Iran. That is what makes this so difficult to explain, because some fully sovereign countries that gave the United States far more access from land, airspace or infrastructure were attacked less. Up until March 19th, Bahrain was attacked 429 times, Oman 22 times, Qatar 270 times, and yet the Kurdistan region, which insists it is neutral, which cannot even fully control its own skies, and which says it played no role in the attacks on Iran, has been attacked way more than these sovereign countries. The alarm has reached far beyond Iraq. Tom Barak and Marco Rubio both called Kurdistan region Prime Minister Masroor Barzani after the attacks. Turkey's Hakan Fidan, the King of Jordan, and European states also reached out to express condolences to the people of Kurdistan and to the Peshmerga. And then came another deeply dangerous sign. On March 28th, the escalation reached a new level when attacks were aimed at the residence of the president of the Kurdistan region in Duhok, not once, but twice. Later, Reuters reported that air defenses shot down a drone near the residence of Kurdish leader Massoud Barzani in Erbil. In response to these events, the Barzani headquarters issued a statement. While strongly condemning the unjust attacks on the Kurdistan region, it also said, "Our headquarters," let me read it here, "our headquarters were hit 5 times, but we stayed quiet to avoid spreading fear and panic, sparking public outrage." Why is this happening despite Kurdistan's neutrality? Is someone trying to drag Kurdistan into the war? Who benefits from chaos in the Kurdistan region? Have the Iranian Kurdish opposition groups truly posed a threat large enough to justify this escalation? And above all, what should Kurdistan's officials do now?